right, we're going to do the tutorial for the Crossroads of Life. So first thing out the gate, if you want to be able to have a little bit more instruction or clarity on what is going on, upstrokes, downstrokes, and some of the rhythmical aspects that are happening, head on over to our Patreon. Make sure you check out the tab. This will be available along with all the other tabs for everything that we put out on our channel. So without further ado, we're going to start off with an E minor using F shape. Ring finger here at the 14th fret of the D. Our index finger is going to bar down on the G, the B, and the high E string, 12th fret. And essentially, we're going to be making a melody around the chord. We're going to be holding this E minor chord while we take our pinky and we're going to put it on the 14th fret high E, go to the 15th fret high E, and then do the 14th fret high E yet again with some rhythms. It should sound like this. Next, we're going to come to a descending melodic line that's going to start here at the 12th fret. We're going to hammer on from 12 to 13 and then pull back off to 12. We're going to hit the 14th fret G and then go back to the 12th fret B. Then we're going to hit 12 on the G, 14 on the G. Then we're going to hit the 11th fret G, hammer on to 12, pull back off to 11, hit 14 on the D, and then back to 11 on the G. Then we're going to hit 14th fret D, 13th fret D, and then 11th fret D. Hit it again and slide up to the 13th fret D, and form up the octave on the B string, 16th fret, with some rhythms, and then shift up 1/2 step, keeping the same shape, but continuing to hold on the octaves. So. In total, that should sound like this. Next, we're going to have some sweep arpeggios happening. Let's tackle the shapes that are happening and where these shapes are happening, and then we'll tackle the actual sweep. We're going to utilize the A minor shape, shift it up. The 7th fret will be an E minor. Then it goes up to a G minor. Technically, this is not going to really be a G minor. It's just a quick way to understand it. It just looks like that minor shape. It functions differently over the top of the chord structure that it's utilizing. And then we're going to shift up here to the 12th fret for the A minor. How we're going to do these arpeggios is exactly the same. So once we go over this one, we're going to apply the same exact shaping and the exact same technique to the other arpeggios. We're going to start off with the index finger on the A string, 7th fret. Use our pinky finger on the 10th fret, D string. Then we're going to bar down our ring finger on the 9th fret of the D and the G. We're going to use our middle finger here on the 8th fret of the B. We're going to pass by the high E with a rhythmical kind of chuck. And then we're going to hit the 7th fret of the high E with an upstroke. Then you're going to apply that to the rest of the locations. So we start at the 7th fret, we're going to do that same shape, shift it up to the 10th fret, do the same shape, and then to the 12th fret, do the same shape. You're going to need to adjust your fingers based upon the size of the frets, but it should be like this. And fast motion. The next part is going to be kind of small, but we are going to use a little bit of hybrid picking, so pay attention to what I'm doing here. 14th fret G with your ring finger. Middle finger is going to be a hybrid pick note, and you're going to pull off from the 13th fret of the B to the 12th fret B with the middle to the index finger. Then you're going to hit the 14th fret G, 12th fret B, and then 13th fret B. Then we're going to come to a descending melodic line. We're going to start off with our middle finger here on the 15th fret of the high E, 16th fret of the B with the ring finger, 12th fret B with our index finger, 14th fret G with our ring finger, 11th fret G with our index finger. Then we're going to use our ring finger on the 13th fret D, and we're going to slide to the 9th fret. Use our index finger to hit the 7th fret D. We're going to use our ring finger on the 9th fret of the A, and then 6th fret with our index finger on the A string. 7th fret D with our middle. Drop our middle finger down to the bar of the 7th fret B and high E. Slowed down. The next part is going to be a series of triple stops and then an octave at the end. We're going to start off with an E minor using A shape, starting on the G string, sliding up. This is going to be our ring finger on the 9th fret of the G, our middle finger on the 8th fret B, and our index finger on the 7th fret of the high E. We're going to do a quick stop, and we're going to land on technically a dyad, but it's implying the dominant chord. So we have an E minor to an E7, and we're going to have our index finger here on the 4th fret D, our middle finger on the 7th fret of the G, and our pinky finger is going to be on the 9th fret B. We're going to shift up without the middle finger to the A octave, 1/2 step away, and we're going to play some rhythms with a slide away in total for that. Next, we're going to come to an ascending pentatonic line. We're going to start off with the open A, hammer onto 5, and then hammer onto 7. Then we're going to come to the D string and do the same thing as we did on the A string. We're going to hammer on from open to 5 to 7. Then we're going to go to the G string. We're going to do the same concept. It's going to be open G, hammers onto 7, hammers onto 9. Then we're going to go to the B string. We're going to hammer on from open to 10 to 12. Then we're going to go to the high E string, hammering on from open to 12 to 14. So this is how this should sound. And up to speed. Next, we're going to have a series of bends. We're going to bend up the 14th fret of the high E, come back down, hit 12. Then we're going to do a double stop with a bend. We're going to remain on the 12th fret high E while our ring finger is going to be at the 15th fret B. We're going to bend up a full step. Then we're going to shift backwards. Our middle finger will be at the 12th fret B and our index finger will be at the 11th fret high E. So. Now we're going to have a melody portion that is going to be all octaves. The octaves are all going to be the exact same shape on the G and the high E string. We're going to start off with our index finger on the 9th fret G and our pinky finger on the 12th fret high E. I'm going to use my index finger as a reference to be able to explain the melody. We're going to be at 9, 11, 12. We're going to go up to 14, 12, 11, 12, back to 11, 8, 9, 12, 11, and then 9 in total. And last but not least, we have an ascending pentatonic scale run followed by a layered harmonic triad. We're going to start off with our index and pinky on the low E string, 12, 15. Then it's going to go to the A string, and it's going to go index ring on the 12 and 14. 12th fret D, 14th fret D with the index ring. Then we're going to come to the G string. We're going to hit 12 and slide backwards to 11. Then we're going to hit 15th fret B with our pinky finger. 12th fret B with our index finger. 14th fret G with our ring finger. And now we're going to come to the layered harmonic triad. It is going to be an E minor, the harmonic on the 12th fret G, B, and high E. And we're going to do a little bit of a neck bend. If you have any questions about layered triads, I encourage you to go check out the previous video, which is the Ultimate Guide to Natural Harmonics Part 2. And it sets you up for being able to understand all the different types of triads harmonically that you're going to find on your guitar. All together, slowed down, that should sound like this. And that is the tutorial for the Crossroads of Life. If you found this video useful, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next video.